Was Noah's flood a legend? Dear brothers and friends, today we gather to reflect on a question that has been debated and speculated upon for centuries. Was Noah's flood a legend? This question, though challenging, invites us to examine the biblical account with an open mind and a heart willing to understand Jehovah's profound intervention in human history and the redemptive mission of Jesus. As we explore this question, we will consider the teachings of the Scriptures and the involvement of Jehovah and Jesus, seeking a clear and uplifting understanding. The story of Noah's flood is found in the book of Genesis, chapters 6 to 9. The Bible describes how Jehovah decided to send a flood to destroy all life on earth due to the increasing wickedness of humanity. In Genesis 6, 5 to 8, we read, "The Lord saw how great the wickedness of the human race had become on the earth, and that every inclination of the thoughts of the human heart was only evil all the time. The Lord regretted that he had made human beings on the earth, and his heart was deeply troubled. So the Lord said, 'I will wipe from the face of the earth the human race I have created, and with them the animals, the birds, and the creatures that move along the ground, for I regret that I have made them.' But Noah found favor in the eyes of the Lord. Noah, a righteous and blameless man in his generations, was chosen by Jehovah to build an ark and save his family and a remnant of each species of animals. In Genesis 6:14, Jehovah instructs Noah, 'So make yourself an ark of cypress wood. Make rooms in it and coat it with pitch inside and out.' Noah faithfully obeyed Jehovah's instructions and built the ark, gathering his family and the animals as commanded. The story continues in Genesis 7, where it describes how the flood waters covered the entire earth, destroying all life outside the ark. In Genesis 7:11 to 12, we read, "In the 600th year of Noah's life, on the 17th day of the second month, on that day all the springs of the great deep burst forth, and the floodgates of the heavens were opened, and rain fell on the earth 40 days and 40 nights. After the flood waters receded, the ark came to rest on the mountains of Ararat, and Noah, his family, and the animals emerged into a renewed world." Jehovah's involvement in this story is fundamental. The flood is an expression of Jehovah's righteous judgment on humanity's wickedness, but it is also an act of mercy and redemption, preserving Noah and his family for a new beginning. In Genesis 9:11-13, Jehovah establishes a covenant with Noah and his descendants, promising never again to destroy the earth with a flood. "I establish my covenant with you. Never again will all life be destroyed by the waters of a flood. Never again will there be a flood to destroy the earth." And God said, "This is the sign of the covenant I am making between me and you and every living creature with you, a covenant for all generations to come. I have set my rainbow in the clouds, and it will be the sign of the covenant between me and the earth." The rainbow becomes a visible reminder of Jehovah's promise. Jesus, in his ministry, also referred to Noah's flood as a real historical event and a spiritual warning. In Matthew 24:37-39, Jesus says, "As it was in the days of Noah, so it will be at the coming of the Son of Man. For in the days before the flood, people were eating and drinking, marrying and giving in marriage, up to the day Noah entered the ark, and they knew nothing about what would happen until the flood came and took them all away. That is how it will be at the coming of the Son of Man." Jesus uses the flood as a parallel to his second coming, emphasizing the importance of being prepared and living according to Jehovah's will. The congregation plays a vital role in remembering and teaching the lessons of Noah's flood. By gathering to study the Bible, pray, and worship together, we strengthen our faith and understanding of Jehovah and Jesus' teachings. In Hebrews 10:24-25, we are exhorted, "And let us consider how we may spur one another on toward love and good deeds, not giving up meeting together, as some are in the habit of doing, but encouraging one another, and all the more as you see the day approaching." The congregation is a place where we can learn and grow together, seeking Jehovah's guidance in all our decisions. Applying the teachings of Noah's flood in our daily lives means living with a constant awareness of Jehovah's justice and mercy. Practicing daily devotion and meditating on the scriptures allows us to deepen our relationship with Jehovah and Jesus and live according to their teachings. We should strive to be righteous and faithful like Noah, trusting that Jehovah will guide and protect us in all circumstances. In conclusion, Noah's flood is not a legend, but a deeply significant historical and spiritual account. Through this story, we learn about Jehovah's justice, his judgment on wickedness, and his mercy in preserving Noah and his family. Jesus reaffirms the historicity of the flood and calls us to be prepared for his return. May this reflection inspire us to live with active faith and deep love for Jehovah and Jesus, trusting in their guidance and protection, and anticipating with hope the promise of their eternal kingdom. Amen.